Okay, guys. Hello, welcome to my channel if you're new, or if you're a repeater. Blessings to all, much love and much light. And I come here today to talk about what I feel is going on right now after the eclipse. So, what I feel this total solar eclipse was creating a ending to is us bringing our power back to us and refusing to feed into these situations and these running dynamics in relationships between us and our twin flame that are lowering our own vibration and affecting us adversely and have not been beneficial to our journey or our relationship with our twin. And as I have said before, I feel as if the divine feminine knows what has been going on. I feel like we've been on this journey for long enough where we realize what we're doing, but we just don't know how to do it differently. But I feel as if what is ending at this time is non-beneficial energetic attachments to situations, particularly to relationship dynamics between us and our twin flame, that are not beneficial. And it seems to me that how to put this into words here. It seems to me as if we know what we need to do, but we just haven't been able to remove our energy from these situations. Either we haven't been ready to take the step and to try something new, or we just haven't really been able to disconnect emotionally from these situations. But I feel as if we all pretty much know now that these situations are not benefiting us and are no longer serving us, but we just haven't really figured out how to go about letting them fall away from our lives. But what I feel is beginning right now is the complete lack of drama, of non-beneficial relationship dynamics, of miscommunications and the twin flame push and pull. I feel as if we have graduated a level here, as if we've reached a new point in our journey and that there's no coming back. What I had been sensing that I haven't really talked about much, I don't think, in the several weeks leading up to this eclipse, so pretty much all of August I was feeling this, is timelines ending. And this, or by this I mean certain situations that you have had in your life have ended for you. Sometimes quite abruptly, or sometimes you had a little bit of warning, or sometimes you had like this gut feeling that this was going to happen. And sometimes it just surprised you and just bam, happened. So, what I feel a lot of twin flames have been going on is this timeline ending type of thing, where certain situations are just being like yanked away from us and just ending, and there's not really anything we can do about it, even if it's doesn't feel as if it's as positive as we would have liked it to have been. And the message that I have gotten associated with this feeling that I've had that this is going on is that for those of us who have done the work and are ready to achieve this new level of awareness and ascension on our journey, we have created this shift in our lives, which is taking away from our lives situations and non-beneficial relationship dynamics, and taking that away from us because it is no longer needed in our life and is no longer serving our greatest good and highest purpose. And we are being given this new opportunity to live our life without this in it. So the twin flame push and pull, the attachment to the lower vibrational frequencies, the attachment to the, basically how it's been happening with me is the getting so caught up in the relationship dynamics that I allow my own energy to get pulled down into a lower frequency. And I feel as if we are very careful right now, if we are very conscious and very aware of how we react and the things that we say and we do, that we can in fact live from this moment forward until the end of time without these complications. I feel as if they have served their purpose. I feel as if most of us no longer need these anymore, and in fact have not really needed them for quite a long time, but as I said earlier, we just haven't really been able to figure out what exactly, or what else exactly to do. We haven't figured out the better way of going about this. And I feel that for many of us, we have graduated and gone through to this new level that is now beginning after this total solar eclipse. But the message that I've received for those who have not been doing enough work and are not yet ready to graduate to this new level is that for you in particular, all of these timelines that are ending is the universe doing the work for you. The universe and your higher self knows what is best for you, and generally speaking, leaves it up to you to decide when you are ready to receive it. But should you be ready to receive it and are just not taking the steps to get it, then the universe will kick in for you and will make these things drop out of your life, and you will have to start over. And the universe will show you, or not even just show you, but will give you what you truly need for this process that you are on, for this ascension process, and for this twin flame journey that we are on. So what I have been sensing since this solar eclipse, but even more so just in the last couple of days, especially today, is that kind of tired here apparently, is that we are meant to start afresh. That we no longer have any of these lower vibrational dynamics going on in our life if we are very careful not to revert back to the way that we were. If we don't revert back to the behavior that created this and kept this lower vibrational stuff around. I feel that we have been given the unique opportunity to live quite contentedly and happily for the rest of our natural born lives in this lifetime without anything in our lives to hold us back or to lower our vibration. If we realize at this point that we can in fact step away from this, if we realize that we can in fact choose to step away from this, and if we realize that there is another way, I think that is the key message here. To realize that there is another way. To realize that we do not have to get so involved in certain relationship dynamics that we allow the relationship dynamics that are negative and lower vibrationally to affect us and to lower our own vibration. I feel as if we have graduated past the need for this quite some time ago, but that now we are being given the opportunity, if we realize it, to move on to something better. So, in realizing this, I was having a texting conversation with my twin flame yesterday, in which I told him that I was going to try something new within our relationship. That I was no longer going to communicate with him unless I felt as if I was completely positive and had a high vibration and my energy was completely balanced within myself. And that on top of this, I would only continue the conversations with him that we may happen to be in from this moment forward, for as long as I could continue feeling as if my own energy was balanced within myself and my vibration was high and positive. And he seemed to agree that this was a good idea and said that he would do the same thing, which he's kind of already been doing, but now we're just making it official. So now we are taking the time out that we need if one or both of us is not feeling as if we are in a high vibrational state, and if we are not feeling positive and we cannot react to each other positively and from a high vibrational frequency. And I think for me in particular, this will be a very huge turning point for me, because for the last year and a half, or almost a year and a half, after we got through our bubble love phase of about 4 or so months, I started blaming him for a lot of things. I started feeling as if things were his fault that were happening between us. Like if only he would do XYZ, or if only he would say XYZ, then this and that wouldn't be happening. Of course, it never worked. Because the more you need them to react a certain way or to do a certain thing, the more likely they are to not do it. And the reason for this, in case you haven't already figured this out, although I feel as if most of you have by now, is because we are not meant to become our twin flames' babysitter, basically. We are not a knight in shining armor, nor are they for us. We are meant to become big boys and girls and to deal with how certain things influence us and how certain things affect us, and to cure, well, not cure, but to heal and work on our own behaviors and to work on our own selves so that this no longer affects us. Which is why the more you want them to do something or to not do something, the more they will do the exact opposite of what you want, because the more it bugs you, the more they will do it, so that you will be forced into working on yourself. And I feel as if that phase has ended now, as it has already served its purpose. Not that the dynamics between twin flames from this moment forward are going to completely change in that respect, because we're still going to have to be big boys and girls, and we're still going to have to deal with how things influence us and why we feel the way we do about it. But I feel as if the lessons we have learned up to this point have already put this in place for us. I think we already know that this is how it's supposed to go for us. Whether we are completely aware of this and completely conscious of this, or if we are more or less subconsciously aware of it, or if it's just our higher selves that know about it. We do know about it to some extent, at least. So the message that I have picked up that is even stronger today than it has been recently is that we have this opportunity here to find a better way. The better way is here. That is the new beginning that this new eclipse happened to start. This is our new beginning. This is us stepping away from the lower vibrational things and learning to balance our own energy. I feel that things in particular leading up to the solar eclipse was quite intense. At one point in time, I was even referring to us twin flames as pimples, because I really felt as if things were coming to a head and that things would be, basically, figuratively speaking, popping at the eclipse. But the biggest thing that I've been sensing today is that the reason for this coming to a head that has been going on is the same reason that timelines have been ending for us in this last month. And that is because the universe is fully supporting us in shifting this and moving into a new phase of life, graduating into a new and higher and better frequency, graduating from one phase to the next as we have. And I feel as if it's very important right now that we become aware of the choices that we are making, especially regarding situations between us and our twin flame. And I feel as if not only that, but that it's very important right now that we balance our energy, because I'm sensing that right now we're all just kind of a little bit wonky, like the new beginning for our life is here, but we haven't quite figured out how to balance it yet. It's still just a little bit, it needs some tinkering, it needs a little balancing, it's still kind of new. It's kind of like a baby giraffe just trying to walk with those huge wobbly legs. That's kind of the picture that I've got with this energy right now. The new beginning is here. The new level that we have graduated to is here. But what we choose to do with it and how we learn to operate it is entirely up to us. If we choose to, we can completely allow all of these negative, lower vibrational things that have been in our life and in our twin flame relationship dynamic to fall away. There is a better way, and it is here, and it is available to all of us right now. All we have to do is step into this new level that we are in and claim it. All we have to do is balance our own energies within ourselves and make sure that we are relating positively and in an uplifting and loving manner. Or not necessarily even loving, but like supportive at least. Ideally loving, but if that's not appropriate for the type of relationship that you are currently having with your twin flame, then at least make it supportive. So I feel as if not all of us know how to let all of this stuff just fall away from us, because we haven't quite learned how to balance these energies, and things are kind of a little bit wobbly and a little bit wonky still. And that's okay. It hasn't even been a week yet, so give it time. Keep balancing your energies. Keep relating in a positive, uplifting, supportive, and loving manner. And just do not feed any of your energy, any of your emotions into lower vibrational frequencies. Because we have this rare opportunity here, and I'm going to say rare because that's really what I'm feeling like. I feel like this is a massive, important opportunity that does not come around every day. To step away from things that are no longer serving us, to balance our own energies, and to relate in an uplifting, supportive, and caring manner with our twin flames. and to step away from all of those complicated twin flame-y relationship dynamics that we know. You know what I'm talking about if you're a twin flame. All of those just really complicated relationship dynamics between you and your twin flame, where you just can't really sort through the muck, where you can't really talk because of the way that you guys are both feeling about the topic and stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about. I feel as if that is the phase that has ended, if we allow it to. If we realize that this new level that we have made it to is making this possible. It is making this possible for us to let all of this go. Now, for a lot of you, I have been seeing and I have been sensing that you are still being caught up somewhat in these lower vibrational frequencies. And you still have your energy and your emotions invested in these lower vibrational running dynamics. And by running dynamics, I do not mean a runner twin, because I do not even believe in that concept anymore. Nor do I believe in a sleeping twin anymore. And for the longest time, I thought I had a sleeping twin, but again, I no longer buy into that anymore. So I feel as if we have this very rare opportunity for those of you who have still been caught up in all of this lower vibrational stuff. I feel as if you know that it's not helping. I feel as if you know that it is not assisting the relationship or assisting you or necessarily them, and that you just don't know exactly how to step off the merry-go-round, so to speak. You're just stuck in this reoccurring loop of twin flame-y relationship dynamics that just go around and around and around, and nothing really changes and nothing new happens. But for those of you who are going through this right now, this is still ending for you, if you choose to allow it to. This is ending for you if you choose to allow it to. There is a better way out there, and it is already available for you, should you choose to accept it. And I'm going to say this again. There is a better way out there for you, and it's not even out there, it's right here, it's wherever you are. All you have to do is choose it. It is available for all of us, for each of us. All you have to do is choose it. All you have to do is see that there is a better way out there for you that is more positive and more uplifting. And all we have to do is learn how to balance their own energy and relate positively. Positively and lovingly and caringly. So for those of you who have not yet, so to speak, stepped off the merry-go-round of this constant twin flame-y relationship dynamic loop that just keeps going and going and going, there is a better way out there. And I think you know it, I think you sense it, I think you feel it. But do you realize that all you have to do is pull your power back, balance your own energy, balance your own high vibration, and stop feeding into the situations that pull your energy down? Like for me personally, yesterday I was having a complicated conversation with my twin flame about our separation. Because when I got back from this trip to go see the eclipse, I told him that it was really, really nice to be in my own bed again for a change, and that the only thing better than just being home would have been able to come back and have been able to see his smiling face. And so this brought up a lot of stuff for me, because his response to that was, yeah, I've got a lot of stuff going on right now. I barely even have any time to do anything at all between work and everything else. So my response to that was, well, as always, time waits for no man or woman. And so it just brought up all of these emotions to me, and I had to just walk away from the conversation that we were having, because it was just starting to kind of bug me a little bit and kind of get to me and kind of lowering my vibration, and I was finding it very difficult to remain positive and react to him from an uplifting, positive manner. So I just backed away. I just stopped texting him back, gave myself a little time, protected my own vibration, and balanced my own energy again. And then we carried on with the conversation at a later point in time. And I feel as if this is the key here, to realize that we do not have to put ourselves into situations that lower our vibration, that mess with our energy, that mess with our emotions. We do not have to put ourselves in these situations anymore. This is very, very important. We do not have to put our energy or our vibrations or our effort into anything that messes up our high vibration or our positive frame of mind. If anything messes up that, we need to realize it. We need to step away from the situation. If that's ending a conversation, if that's just walking away from somebody, if that's telling somebody, I just don't want to have this conversation with you, can we talk about something else? Or just anything like that. Anything that you feel is appropriate for you to do to just back away from this situation that you are in is extremely important to do right now. Right now, due to the wonky energies and due to us trying to balance in this new level that we are in on this journey, we have giraffe legs. So it is very crucial right now for us to take as much time as is needed to balance our own energy, to raise our vibrations, and to keep ourselves in a positive frame of mind. If we cannot do so, then we need to remove ourselves from whatever situation it is that is bringing us down, and to step away from that and to balance our own energy, get back into the positive frame of mind, and get back into our high vibrational state. And then maybe we can go back into this situation that we were in before. But we must be very protective of our own vibration, of our own frequency, of our own energy, and our own positive frame of mind at this time. We must not allow anything to interfere with this, not even communicating with our twin flame. And as I said earlier, my twin and I have decided that we would only communicate with each other and carry on a conversation with each other for as long as we can both remain in a positive, uplifting frame of mind. Because as far as I'm concerned, the phase that has ended during this total solar eclipse was our emotional attachment and energetic attachments to these lower vibrational things. That is what I am feeling right now. That is what I've been feeling for a long, long time. For over a month now. So, as I said, be very aware of the things that are pulling your vibration down, that are messing with your emotions, that are messing with your energy. And as it is needed, step away from those situations, end conversations with people, change the subject, walk away, do whatever you have to do for you to maintain your own energy, to balance your own energy, to maintain your high vibration, and to remain in a positive frame of mind. This is extremely important right now. Okay guys, I think I'm going to end this video here. It's already gone on long enough. I feel as if I've rambled quite enough already. So, bye for now guys. Much love, much light, many blessings, and bye for now.